speaking of all these energies that everybody is feeling and that I'm feeling as well, or may not be feeling, I actually remembered a picture that I drew over something I discussed before in a previous video. I was discussing that right behind that door, I can actually sense that something's standing there watching. So there's nothing with the door, nothing there. But just watching it from way back here, sometimes in the dark, you can actually sense that something taller is standing there. After I remembered that I talked about it, I remembered I had a sketch dated years after I've been seeing this thing. This entity has appeared in phases. It's actually an ongoing thing. These phases actually come and go. For example, the phases that everyone's talking about coming up on April 8th when it's supposedly doomsday and you have to prepare all that negative stuff that you hear online. It's a bell-shaped curve. Sometimes those times come and then they go down, and they come up and they go down. I believe that one is coming up, and April 8th happens to be somewhat the middle of it, kind of sort of in a way. When I was discussing some of these beliefs I have or what I feel may be happening, I actually heard something while editing the video in the background. So this is what it was. In said thinning veil too, say if I was laying in my bed at night, there was this entity that was just standing right behind our bedroom door. Now I did take a picture of the door. I'm not sure what I was expecting. And when I went back and looked at my drawing, and then I imagined how tall this thing was, and while I was videotaping, it actually could have very well been that right behind the camera where I had it on the stand. I can't think of anything that would have made that noise. It just so happens I was talking about that in that recording, and in running into that drawing, I thought, oh, that could have been that thing that was breathing, that tall Groot looking thing. Is anybody else seeing that type of thing where you're seeing images or entities or apparitions that you cannot explain? Maybe hearing them in your audio. Maybe hearing them in your audio. Is anybody else seeing that kind of stuff in their videotapes, in their recordings? Maybe even seeing apparitions or type of figures like that? I'd like to know. I'm curious. Okay, had to share.